Jamie Little said that this night will change lives. Bro, I ain't kidding. I wanted to end my life after watching this. Actually, you know what? No. I wanted to end my life right now after watching this. I spent 2 hours or more of my life. It's 1 in the morning. 1. It started at 10. It's a freaking truck race. I hate it. What was that? Huh? Look at me dead in my face. What was that? What did we witness? Huh? It's a Friday night. I was stuck here. I mean, for God's sakes, watching my girlfriend sleep was more entertaining than this race, okay? That's how bad it was. I'm in disbelief. I can't. Brother, even the freaking flag man was tired of this crap. He was like, can y'all just please stop wrecking? Stop trying to kill yourselves. Please, I beg of you. Oh my God. Oh. I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry watching this race. Oh, hey, yo, hold up. Hey, yo, Steve Phelps, what'd you just say earlier?
Hey, listen, this is gimmicky, and it's not. It's an incredible playoff system that rewards the best drivers in our sport.
The timing of that is impeccable. The timing. Nah, you know what? Nah, screw the intro. We ain't doing this intro. No, we ain't doing that. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say with this race. This has to be one of the worst races I've ever watched in my entire life. I tell you. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so stage 1 was Ty Majeski, then stage 2 was Corey Heim. And Corey Heim was the class of the field. Everything went off the rails, like just everything went south on lap 119. Carson Hocevar. I've had my issues with him, but I was thinking, you know what? The last few months, he's growing on me. It seems like he was learning. He ran really good in the Cup Series at Gateway. I think he's learning. Clearly he didn't. First Martinsville, he raced like an ass and took out Ty Gibbs for no reason. And then tonight, or I should say yesterday, for some reason, he just kept ramming Corey Heim for no reason and then dumped him. Just flat out dumped him. And there were people that were saying I feel bad for Carson Hocevar because of his reaction for it. Personally, I did not feel anything for Carson Hocevar because how many times have we seen him do stupid shit like this where he has just been an idiot over and over again? I'm sure he's a nice guy and he does have talent, but he keeps making stupid mistakes. This was something that was so unnecessary. There were so many laps to go. He could have easily passed him clean. It was so unnecessary to do that. But him taking out Corey Heim gets into Friesen crashes. Heim has right side damage and his truck was just never the same. He fell back like a rock. And then we were having a good battle between Ben Rhodes and Grant Enfinger. And it was like, if it can't be Corey Heim, Grant Enfinger would be a real feel-good story. The journey he's had, and with GMS shutting down at the end of this race, it would be a feel-good story for Grant Enfinger to win. And it looked like that. I mean, Rhodes and Enfinger were having a really good battle in the closing laps. And then you saw on the scoring pylon, just Heim was up to 4th at one point. But with that damage, just started going lower and lower. Carson Hocevar, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. I'm missing so much stuff because so much stuff happened in the race. After Hocevar wrecked Corey Heim, Hocevar restarted second, and fell like a rock. Fell back to 18th place. He did say in his interview something on the lines of how he wanted to climb into a hole and just felt bad. It just felt like a mess. And I believe that. But I can't feel bad for him because, again, he's done it so many times. It's like a broken record. So, yeah, Hocevar was back in 18th. Corey Heim was up to 4th, but then started to fall back because of that damage. And then I noticed, as the laps were winding down, Heim was getting closer and closer to Hocevar. Heim was falling back. Hocevar was coming up. And then the inevitable happened. Heim just flat out wrecked Carson Hocevar. Entering turn 3 or whatever turn we're at. Corey Heim just comes up, puts Hocevar on the wall, takes both of them out, including his teammate Taylor Gray, spinning in the backstretch for the caution. And you don't fight fire with fire. You don't. What Hocevar was stupid, but what Corey Heim did was also stupid. You want to dump him? You want to like take him out? Fine. But why are you wrecking yourself? And on top of that, you cause another driver to wreck. And it happened during the championship battle with Enfinger and Rhodes. Because of that incident with Heim and Hocevar changed the complexity of the battle between Enfinger and Rhodes. With that caution come out, all hell broke loose from that point onwards. Well, broke more loose. It just went into the lava pits. It just went into the lava pits. Because the next restart, Rhodes made a great pass right down the middle to get ahead of Enfinger, and then just, I don't know, it just seemed like the world just swallowed Enfinger whole and just spat him out to the side because he got hit left, right, and center. Jesse Love got hit from behind. That sent Love into Enfinger. Enfinger had his tires rubbed out. He was having a tire rub while they were crashing behind him for a caution. So Enfinger's got damage. He comes on the pit road, and that just leaves old Ben Rhodes out just to cruise. I think by that point in time, we were in NASCAR overtime just to cruise, just chill. It took us 30 laps to complete 2 laps, if you can believe that. I don't remember exactly. We had 4 or 5 overtimes. The first one you had, I think we were coming to the white flag, wrecked. Second time, another wreck. And then I think the third overtime, Ben Rhodes in prime position to take the lead. Zane Smith, and all of a sudden, misses a shift. Rhodes runs right into the back of him. Smith goes around, another caution, and now you have Ben Rhodes with major right front damage and a tire rub. And just talking about it just makes my brain hurt. It makes my brain just like, Somehow, though, then Grant Enfinger just had the 2 greatest laps of his life, almost got the job done, because after that with Rhodes with that tire rub, I think this is the 4th or 5th overtime, because after the Rhodes incident, we had another caution. And on the final overtime, we got a clean start. I think Tyler Ankrum had a flat tire coming to the white flag, but NASCAR just said, nah, we ain't going through this anymore. They threw the white flag, and Enfinger just had this beautiful lap. So he came from so far back and was right up on the back bumper of Ben Rhodes. Unfortunately, though, Rhodes was able to hold on. Enfinger was also close, but Rhodes was able to hold on to win the championship, finishing in the 5th place. Zay Smith, well, no, who won? I think Christian Eckes won the race. I don't remember who won, but yeah. Oh my God. We started at 10 and ended at around 1. 11, 12, the 3-hour race for a truck race. A truck race should not last 3 hours. And oh my God. I hope Truck Series drivers do not open Twitter, because they're getting eviscerated. I think it started out with Tyler Reddick calling out Carson Hocevar by saying, "This dumbass will never learn," which I could just imagine hearing Tyler Reddick's voice in that. It's just so funny. Then you had Josh Berry said this is a disaster. This is embarrassing. Chris Buescher was going after it. I mean, there's just so many drivers that were just. Landon Hoffman was also, taking shots. Lyons was taking shots. I mean, so many drivers were just calling out the Truck Series about how much of a joke this is, how much of an embarrassment this is. Corey Heim said he didn't wreck Hocevar on purpose. Dude, I mean, why are you lying, man? Nothing's going to happen. Like, just stop. Just admit it. I mean, Chris Buescher went off. Like, he responded multiple times, even saying that how he doesn't watch F1 because it's the same thing over and over again. Like, Buescher went off. I love Chris Buescher, man. He started to become one of my favorites. But I think the best way to cap off the Twitter onslaught was from Denny Hamlin. He said, quote, "This is what happens when there's no rules, no officiating. You get a product like this. Quote unquote, the show has taken over U.S. motorsports and why it's hard to take seriously." Denny, man, I mean, you're not wrong about that. Again, I wish, what a joke the Truck Series is. I don't understand how you can defend. People say it's not the playoffs' fault. The Truck Series drivers have been racing like this. Yes, good point. But the playoffs don't help the situation. You do not give winner take. If that's the case, the Truck Series driver can't handle it, then fine. Don't give the playoffs to the truck drivers because they clearly cannot handle it. Don't give winner take all objectives or tasks to the truck drivers then because they clearly cannot handle it. This is why I hate winner take all. I hate that the most because so many variables. Everything that just happened is why one race winner take all is the dumbest way to crown a champion. I don't like the playoffs, but if you're going to have it, at least have 3 races so you can have some type of consistency. Something, because imagine if this happened for the Cup race. Just imagine on network television. You know how much of an embarrassment. This race was an embarrassment. This race was an embarrassment not for the series, but for the sport. And the perfect timing, coming hours off of what Steve Phelps said on how the playoffs is an incredible playoff system. We have some of the best racing in the world. What is this shit? You call this great racing? I'm losing my voice. I don't if my roommate, sorry roommate if you're hearing this, I just can't contain myself because what I witnessed was not a race. It was not a race. Like, My throat is killing me. Pause. Like, I'm probably missing a lot of things, but I just don't know what else to say. Like, what an embarrassment for the Truck Series. Again, if you're gonna keep the playoffs, do like what they did in the past, from 2014 to 2015 to 2016, where the Cup Series keeps the playoffs, but the Xfinity and trucks go back to the regular season. Clearly, they can't handle it. They can't. Now, obviously, I would prefer if we have no playoffs, but at the very least, get rid of the playoffs for trucks because they clearly can't handle it. Because they race like absolute morons. Idiots. Like, I understand, like, this is coming from me, a guy that's never raced in his entire life, and I'm just sitting on my ass all day in bed just watching drivers race. But, I mean, what the hell is this? 30 laps to complete 2. 30! It took about an hour and a half to complete 2 freaking laps. I need a drink. It's water, by the way. I'm not. I want to laugh. I can't get over that image of the flag man. That is the perfect representation of this race. Please end it. On top of that, Fox, they covered this race horribly. No chemistry, just blah. This race from top to bottom was pure trash. Like, oh my God. I'm pretty sure having a colonoscopy would have been more fun than watching this and listening to this crap. I hope the Xfinity series is good. I just don't want to go through this again. This was painful. Absolutely painful to watch. I don't know. Just tell me your thoughts. What did you think of it? How bad did you think of it? Congrats to Ben. I mean, fine, fair. I don't care. I don't care. I have zero feeling for this race. Zero. By the way, Corey Heim would have won the championship with 137 points in the regular season standings. Just want to point that out. But, playoffs! Playoffs! Don't you love playoffs?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
I hate it. I hate it. So, I'm editing this video, and apparently NASCAR realized that the restart zone was incorrectly moved up. They realized it and decided to keep it for trucks. It will be repainted and moved overnight before Xfinity and Cup. I hate this. Bro, Grant Enfinger looks like he wants to murder Corey Heim in cold blood. End this night.